Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing Nuke.
Welcome back, fight fans, to the IBFP. Now, in this edition, we have Gervonta Tank Davis versus Abner in the WBA junior lightweight. It looks like here's the breaking news that Floyd Mayweather from TMT Promotions basically came out on his social media announcing that this fight could be made, may get made, and possibly will get made. So it looks like here Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 20-0, 19 knockouts, a very strong power puncher. His technical ability is subpar. I wouldn't rate him a technical specialist. He's a little, I guess he's improving. He's a very young fighter, very strong fighter, confident fighter, but I definitely see flaws. He's able to get hit if you're able to hit him with something solid. Looking at his resume, I don't see any opponent on his resume to date that's ever posed a potential threat. Anyone that's strong enough with enough power to hurt him. And on the reverse with Abner, he has a lot of experience. He's 31-3. He has 15 knockouts. And the one fight that really brought him along is the Leo Santa Cruz fight. Now, in his most recent fight against Leo Santa Cruz, he did lose pretty clearly, but he put up a very good fight. And I think Abner has learned a lot from that fight. I think he's a very good fighter. He's a boxer, puncher, has a little bit of a different style, but he has a high motor and high energy. The first fight he came in against Leo Santa Cruz, he lost at a majority decision in 2015. And he came in with a very high motor, swinging reckless, but he almost had a chance to pull off the victory in that fight had he been able to land a little cleaner, a little more often, and a little more effective. Now, in the second fight with Leo Santa Cruz, it was pretty much clear he kind of fought a game plan that wasn't his typical game plan. He should have fought a little more, less tentatively. I understand that he's being trained with Robert Garcia, and that's a great trainer. Mikey Garcia's big brother, and ever since he's been with him, he has shown improvements. I just would have liked his work rate to have been a little bit higher, and I would have also liked him to be a little bit less selective and unpredictable. I don't think he was unpredictable as much as he was the first fight. Pretty much what he needed to do was smother Leo Santa Cruz in his second fight, make it a very ugly, nasty fight, and I think he could have possibly got away with the victory. But nevertheless, Leo Santa Cruz is a very special fighter, talented fighter, and I think even an elite fighter. Now, in reference to this particular fight with Modest and Gervonta Tank Davis, I know a lot of people will disagree with me, but I honestly think that this is a 50-50 fight. I think that this fight could go either way. Abner is a boxer puncher who does have some sting in his fists. Gervonta Tank Davis could pretty much stop anyone in that division if he hits them solid and connects. Since Tank is a special fighter, he can stop you to the body or the head. Now, basically, if you look at it like this, Tank Davis, the one advantage that Abner might be able to gain on Tank Davis is basically if he gets in his head. You can tell that Tank Davis sometimes kind of let the outside world opinion of him affect them, and Abner is a very nice, calm, respectful guy. But I think against a fighter like this, if you want to be special, you want to be great, you want to do something amazing, you gotta kind of get things nasty. You kind of gotta go in there, you gotta rough him up, move him around, spin him around. You gotta kind of throw a little bit of elbows. I'm not saying fight dirty, I'm saying fight more aggressive, more with that reckless abandonment that's going to get the best out of you, that's going to make him uncomfortable. And that's a part of boxing, making the next guy uncomfortable, being extra physical. And the game plan for Tank Davis is go in there and don't get distracted. Don't let anybody take you off your game plan. Focus on going to the body, opening up the head, and getting the win. Stay focused on that. Also, Tank Davis needs to kind of cover his face a little more, have better head movement, keep his defense tight. He's a young fighter, less experienced fighter, so Abner is going to have a lot of tricks of the trade that Tank Davis just is not aware of as of yet. But power tends to cover a lot of mistakes, and that is what Tank has. Once again, thanks for tuning in to the IBFP. Please subscribe.